It's your favorite primas. We're here.
Favorite primas.
It's your favorite prima. What am I supposed to say?
Hey guys, welcome back. It is me, Vivi, and I'm here with my beautiful cousin, Valerie.
Hi.
We are here to catch everyone up on everything that's been going on pop culture wise. I feel like there's a lot that's been happening lately.
Oh, for sure. I feel like even the topics we have don't even cover half of it.
I know, I was like, we kind of narrowed it down to just a few, and I'm like, but there's so much more.
Hmm.
So this is gonna be our gossip tapes here. So I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I don't know if do you follow Cardi B like on Instagram?
I don't.
What? Why you don't like her?
No, I'm a fan, but I don't think I follow any celebrities on Instagram anymore.
Why? The reason? Well, I guess we can get into that another time. I do want to know why though.
Honestly, I think it's because I stopped being able to see normal people's posts.
Oh, all you get is like
Yeah,
me.
I think I got a little obsessed and I was following all the Kardashians and everybody, and I never saw normal people on my feed.
Oh, I get you. I don't
Yeah,
want to see normal people. I just want to see the shade room.
that's true.
So before Christmas, Cardi B went on this live and she was like crying. She was crying, like saying that he was that Offset, because Cardi B is married to Offset from the Migos,
Yes.
and they've always had this like rocky relationship. I think a couple years ago, he was caught cheating on her, and he would show up to all her concerts trying to get her back, and
Oh, I've seen those.
did the most to try to get his family back, right?
Right.
But
And they
then
have
here
one
we
kid.
are. They have two
They
kids.
have two kids.
They
Okay,
have
okay.
two kids, yeah. So everything seemed to be going like great until I think it was like a week before Christmas. She goes on this live saying like, "Oh, why are you playing in my face? And you do the most for somebody," and they just turn around and you know, but she was
Mhm.
crying like literal tears. And I don't know. We don't know exactly what happened. There's a lot of rumors about it. Um, and then come Christmas, they're hanging out.
Oh my.
But they have kids, so
Okay.
she doubled down on it and she's like, we're not back together. So it's like, okay, we're opening gifts together for the kids. I can
So
see that,
she's like
right?
Khloe Kardashian.
Co-parenting, but
No,
very
because
much
they're too forgiving. They could just
or like
keep doing this.
very much having like a situationship going on.
Yeah. The guy is showing you all of his cards, telling you, hey, I'm gonna cheat on you, I'm gonna do this. And you know what? My thing with celebrities, if you want to take it, fine. That's fine. Take it. Let them cheat on you. But don't get on live crying about it.
Exactly. Don't get everybody else involved. Everybody like defending you and coming for him. They're all coming for him in his posts. Like they're all in his comments. And then she's over here crying on live, right? And like that same night, he is like posting out for his birthday at a club, like unbothered.
Yeah, because he doesn't care.
And then of course she looks dumb, because she's over here taking to the internet to vent.
Yes.
And I don't know. People
She
were
needs a
coming for
better,
him.
she probably needs a better circle of friends that is like, Cardi, get off Instagram Live, come over, we can vent here. Because most likely
Yeah.
you're gonna take him back and you're gonna look dumb.
And I feel so bad for her because it's like, well, I feel bad. Like, yes, it sucks. He's cheating on you and stuff, but he obviously has not a care in the world right now.
Right. And did he cheat the first time that it came out that he cheated? Was that before or after their kids?
I think it was right after the first child
I feel
culture.
like that's the worst. If they can cheat on you after or during when you had your first kid, like that's the biggest sign that
The
you're with.
biggest slap in the face right there.
Yeah. Yep.
So just recently, like the other day, I guess fans were speculating that they were like she was forgiving him and getting back together. So she went on live again and started coming for her fans. Like
Oh,
she started like coming at them. So I have a couple clips that I wanted to share.
yes.
Let me just find them really quick.
Did I confirm anything? Shut the fuck up! About to delete my whole fucking social media because y'all don't shut the fuck up. And it's the same fucking dump, my own fucking fan base. The last time I got dragged was because my fucking fan base. I don't see nobody talking shit but my own fucking fan base. But y'all want to send me a fucking book just to talk shit on the fucking timeline. Did I confirm all this with a man? No. So why the fuck y'all keep talking?
So she's saying that she's going to delete her social media because her fans won't shut up. But if you
Because
wouldn't,
she turns them on him and then she goes with him.
and then she gets upset that fans have opinions about it.
Like I
But
used to do this too with my like people that I was with. I'll be like talking shit with my friends, and then there I am with a clown face on the next day.
and then you can never bring them around again because it's always
Exactly.
going to be awkward with that low key hate.
Yeah, like you get your friends on your side, and then you turn around and like they're like, okay, we just agreed that he was a dumbass, and you're over
Yeah.
here,
Yep.
dumbass wife over here. It's just, I guess we've all been there.
Cardi B, if you're listening, just leave him.
Like you're Cardi B, you're a fucking badass.
You don't need him. Oh,
Like you can out rap him. Like
yeah.
your album sales are probably way higher than his, and you're letting this guy with a mediocre flow
Yeah. And even if he had a
win.
really good flow, you don't need that crap. You
He's
don't need
been
it.
everywhere too.
Yeah.
He
Does she
gets
have a daughter
around.
or just boys?
Huh?
Does she have a daughter or just boys?
I think it's a girl and a boy. The little one's a boy.
Yeah. That always makes me
Look,
so sad because then you're just showing your little boy what he can do and your little girl what she should accept.
that's what I was just about to say. Like you're teaching your son what not to do, basically.
And his mother accepted it, so why aren't his girls that he's doing the same thing to do?
Or if he doesn't like learn your traits off it, he's gonna
Yeah.
hate you.
Yeah.
He's gonna see how you're hurting his mom, and he's gonna resent you for it.
Yep.
But
Exactly. Speaking of embarrassing husbands, did you see all the stuff with Simon Biles' husband?
yes,
How he went on a podcast and he was like, I didn't even follow gymnastics. I don't know her name. I'm the catch in the relationship.
first
What
of
is
all,
wrong
who
with
is
him?
he?
I think he's a football. I didn't even know he was a football player until the Travis Kelsey Taylor Swift thing blew up. And then somebody posted on Facebook, oh, football husbands are trendy now. And I was like, Simone Biles is married to a football player? I had no idea. I thought she was just married.
Yeah. I don't even know who he was. I didn't even know he was quote unquote famous, other
Yeah,
than being Simone Biles' husband.
exactly. Like, does he ride the bench? I still don't even know what position he
I think
plays.
it's some type of, yeah, an NFL player. I don't know. Maybe he's the water guy. I'm not even
The
sure.
water boy. And he made it so much worse because now no one's going to bother to learn his name. You will be referred to as Mr. Biles forever.
I think the sad part about that whole situation is her defending him.
And doubling down on it. Yeah. And she's
I
like
don't
playing it as like this cute thing that they compete with each other on like who's more athletic. It's just you can just have a husband that's rooting for you and hyping you up all the time. Why do you want somebody that's going to, even if that story was true, maybe he should have told it in a more like joking manner instead of like, I'm the catch. I didn't even know who she was. She was the one begging for attention, basically. That's embarrassing. You don't say that about your significant other.
But it's just like you've been living under a rock. Like, how many gold medals does she have? Like, that's
Well,
all that.
the internet came out and they were like, "Oh, you never heard of gymnastics?" And they found a tweet where is it Gabby Douglas? Maybe I'm messing up her name. I don't remember her name, but he was like, "Yeah, you get that medal on Twitter." So it's like you did follow gymnastics.
Maybe he was just kind of like saving face and like acting like he wasn't all hyped up to like, you know how some guys like bruise their own egos because
Yes.
they know that their woman is like 110% better than they are,
Yes.
but
I
they
feel
have
like
an
they just
issue.
need to shift their brain and think of it like, "Oh, I'm so dope. I got someone like my wife who's a better athlete than me. That's how cool I am that she was interested in me."
Exactly. Like it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like it's
Yeah.
okay if your wife is winning. Like come
Yeah.
on. But you can always tell, like, I don't know if that's true for them, but like in relationships where like the husband or the wife don't really want their significant other to surpass them, so to say, you know what I mean? Or like succeed more than they have.
Mhm. Do
That's
you
sad.
follow what are their names? I don't even know his real last name, but it's Allison Cooch and Isaac Cooch on TikTok.
No,
No,
no, I
okay,
don't think so.
they're the cutest TikTok couple, and he plays football. He's an NFL player, but she kind of got really big on TikTok. So she started making jokes that his last name was her last name, which is Cooch. I think his last name might
Oh,
be.
I think I've seen them.
And they
Hmm.
even get him like the teams that he's played for have even put her last name on the back, and he plays into it and he loves it, and he's always hitting her up. And I think the world loves to see that more than someone like Mr. Biles crapping on his wife.
Mr. Biles. Like trying to keep her lower than him, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
But you can't. There's no way, bro. We don't even know your name.
That's
I don't
hilarious.
know. That's insane.
I'm embarrassed for him.
Yeah, so I don't know. So, okay, so there's this story. I'm not sure if it's like popular in your area because I'm a lot closer to San Antonio than you are, and I'm in Texas and you're not. So have you heard of the case of Savannah Soto?
Is she the one that was found in a car? Or am I making
Yes.
that up? Okay.
No.
I've seen that they found her, but I didn't see when she went missing or any of the details of it.
Okay. So she was this 18-year-old, very young, pregnant young lady, right? And she was due to get induced and she never showed up for her appointment. So everyone's like, well, what's going on? Like, where is she? Like, is she and the baby okay? And so all these rumors start happening, and it turns out that her baby daddy is like a known drug dealer, and
Okay.
he's 22 years old. And her family starts posting like we're worried for her, like he's no good. You know, the families start coming for each other.
Oh, okay, okay.
And yeah, so then all these rumors start flying around. This one girl posts to her Instagram, like referring to Savannah in the past tense.
Oh crap.
Basically, yeah, my baby daddy killed them or something like that because she didn't want no smoke with me. I don't know why. And it's like, well,
Yeah,
yeah, she's 9 months pregnant. Like,
yeah.
and so all these things start coming out. They were looking for them for a couple days, and then out of nowhere, somebody spots their car
Mhm.
in a parking lot of an apartment complex. And they were both in there with gunshot wounds to their head.
Oh,
Baby obviously dead as well. Well, unborn child, right?
yeah.
And so all this speculation starts happening. Apparently, he was like a higher level dealer. And there was another rumor I saw. I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but
Okay.
apparently, because there's this Facebook group where everybody's like saying what they know. It was supposed to help find her, but after they
Right.
found her, they started like all talking on it. So I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not. I think it was like a Find Savannah Soto Facebook group. So this one person posted that She wanted to remain anonymous, he or she. I'm assuming it was a girl because of the way it was written.
Mhm.
Saying that I guess her baby daddy, who his name is Matthew Guerra, he's 22 years old. He was 22 years old, so he was into drugs and all that. That was his job, and he like selling drugs. No, I don't know if he did drugs, but
Yeah.
his job was not doing drugs. His job was selling drugs.
Killing them. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So he was in a lot of trouble with the law and in and out of jail and things like that. And he got caught up and they caught him with firearms and obviously drugs and all that. So he was gonna go to jail for life, according to this post. And apparently, obviously, they gave him the opportunity to give up some names, aka snitching,
Yeah.
to shorten his sentence, which he was planning on doing because he wanted to see his child be born and all of that, right? Allegedly, according to this post. So I guess they got word of him about to snitch.
So they took it.
And they took him and they took the girl. And
That's the one thing I'll never understand is why the girl, just because she was there probably. And
you
they
know
didn't
what's
want
so sad about like that family is like maybe like last year her little brother was murdered.
the same way. I mean, into the same thing, or just
I
nobody knows.
don't know if it had to do with that. I think it did because they sent somebody to prison for killing him.
Oh,
And there
how
was
old is
even like a video of the courtroom when they sentenced him and stuff of her family attacking him in the courtroom.
Oh,
So at the beginning, they had speculation that that
but it
was
was
why
his
she was
family,
missing. Uh-huh. But now it's all coming back to her
the boy.
boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so scary. That's so
Yeah.
sad.
It is so sad because like watch who you deal with, you know? Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
that
That's
is
so
so
sad.
scary because just being in love, well, being in love with somebody, that's so sad.
Yeah, for sure.
You said that they were 22?
The girl was 18.
Oh, she was
The
18.
the boyfriend was 22. Matthew Guerra was 22 and Savannah Soto 18.
No, I I feel like maybe it was you guys that shared it on Facebook because if you guys wouldn't have shared it, I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, I was wondering because since you're over there, like I don't know how much that would since we're literally like in Texas next to San
Yeah.
Antonio, you know?
Mhm. The big thing right now that's all over here is I think I told you guys a few weekends ago on Halloween weekend, a group of random kids jumped a 16, oh, I'm messing up his age, a 17 or 16-year-old. His name is Preston Lord. And it kind of seems like the kids, I think it's 7 kids, are tied to big families in Gilbert and Queen Creek. So it's really hard. I think they just pressed charges last weekend or this week. And it's been since October 31st that he died. That's
Oh,
the
he
big
died.
he died, yeah. They killed him.
How sad. Why?
Just it wasn't even that's the so he went to a completely different high school kind of out where I live, and then he went to a party in Queen Creek, and it was Halloween weekend. And they said there were so many parties going on in that neighborhood that when they left the house, a group of kids, they don't know if it was a jumping or he doesn't look like he would be starting a fight with anybody. They just decided to jump him. And
How
of
sad.
course, no video.
I don't
That
understand. Like not one person in this group of friends like had a decent like bone in their body to be like, this is wrong. Call
yeah.
the like I get you if you don't want to be the one jump next. Okay, but call the police.
Yep.
Walk
They,
away and do something.
yep. I know they did say like 3 random kids stayed with him until the cops got there, and they were the ones that called the cops. But that's a crazy thing. They don't even know if the 7 people that jumped him are even friends, or if they're even
Random.
connected at all, or if they're just random people. Because they said there's kids from Gilbert Queen Creek, a whole bunch of different areas
Like a
that were
gang?
involved.
Like, do you think it was a gang?
Oh, they just came out with something I think 2 weeks ago, and they're called the Gilbert Goons, but it hasn't been confirmed if it actually is a gang. And of course, I don't know if it's going to be taken as serious as if it were a minority gang, or like, you know what I mean? Because it's a bunch
Isn't
of
that
mixed kids.
area like Mormon?
Very LDS. They said that there are no connections to the church, but there is a connect. They were saying one of the schools out here, it's a charter school. They put out a press release kind of threatening everybody that was saying that the school was helping the kids by not encouraging them to come forward, which is unheard of for a school to put out a press release telling people to be quiet. Instead of saying, like, we're so saddened to hear the news, we're encouraging all students to speak up if you know any information.
So who was involved then that the school's hiding it?
Exactly. Well, they're saying that one of the students is the kid of somebody that owns a huge franchise in Queen Creek, Gilbert area. Not confirmed. All of that is just speculation. Like you're saying, there's a bunch of Facebook pages where people drop little comments here and there speculating. And they know who it was. Kids know who it was. So it's going to be really hard to
Hide it.
get a secret. Yeah. Especially because everybody's up in arms about it right now.
It's just so sad. Like, over what? Like, you took a life over what?
Yep. Super sad.
That sucks.
We took a depressing turn, guys. We're sorry.
We did. I'm sad. Oh,
let's
my
let's lighten things up and move on
Okay.
to Martha
go.
Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
What do you think of everybody hating on Martha Stewart because she posts quote on unquote thirst traps? I'm gonna show you
Okay, I was gonna say, what do these thirst traps look like?
because at first I was concerned. I was like, what is she posting? Like Kim Kardashian level thirst traps? And then I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, people need to lay off. Can you see it?
That's Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she looks good.
I may or may not be interested in seeing
Right?
these thirst traps.
One of the news articles literally put together all of her thirst traps for 2023, which I didn't know she was a model before she was like what I know as Martha Stewart is
Miss Home Economics.
yeah. I didn't know she was a model, and she says she wants to be known as a sex icon,
Oh, she's not in my eyes.
which she might be after that picture you
She's
just
like
saw.
a Betty Crocker to me. But
That's
like,
weed with Snoop Dogg.
you're right. Hey, maybe prison changed her.
Yeah, for real.
I had no idea that this even existed. But hey, if you can look good at that age, like,
Yeah.
would I be posting shit too?
Yeah, everybody's like, why are you posting those things at such an old age? Let her live her life, guys.
Seriously. Seriously. Like, let her. Fuck yeah. You go, Glen Coco.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Shit. I'm gonna start working on my body so that when I turn like 50,
You could be posting on
I'm gonna
Instagram.
be posting. That's gonna be my time to shine.
Yeah.
I got like what 15 more years to get my body right.
15?
Yeah, right.
How old are
I'll be
you?
40, well, 17 years. I'll be
Oh, okay.
43 in 10 years.
You're getting
Yeah,
old.
it's going fast.
I know.
God
I
damn.
do because I just turned 30. And I
30
did a
is
hike
like
yesterday. And my whole body's like, what did you do to me?
we did a hike like on a mountain.
Yeah, the elevation Connor said was 500 feet. I don't know what that means. But it was like, I looked at my Apple Watch. It says I did 14 flights of stairs
Oh my
and
God.
9,000 steps.
And what did he want to give up?
You go back down. I didn't make it to the top. I only made it halfway. And we had to go back down.
Oh my God.
Because with the elevation, it's hard to breathe. But that's
Oh,
what Connor's into. So sometimes I just gotta suck it up, you know?
like people do that for fun.
Yeah, our Uncle Gibbet and Ramsey do that for fun.
Yeah, I saw that. And given
And they
it,
do
I'm
serious ones.
and I'm just like appalled at how athletic Gibbet is. Like,
And he has those Garcia knees. He should not be doing that.
and he's keeping up with his what, 20-something-year-old son,
27, yeah, yep.
27-year-old son who works out. Well, Gibbet
I
works
heard,
out on the
yeah,
daily, so
I heard he was about to give up, but then he saw a female Santa Claus keep going, and he was like, "I got to do this." So he kept going.
it's sometimes it's just a mind game.
Yeah, for it really is. That's what I was
I'm
telling.
weak.
I thought I was gonna make it all the way up, and then a guy coming down was like, "You still have half a mile before you make it to the hard part."
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, "Half a mile to get to
You're like,
another hard part?" I was like, "We
you're
gotta go
like,
down."
you're like, hard part. What has this been? What has this
Okay.
2-hour thing been?
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's insane. So Martha Stewart. Well, hey,
Yeah, Martha.
get it, girl. Get it, girl. Okay. So, are you a fan of Billie Eilish?
I am. I think I like her movie compositions more than her music, but I am a fan.
What's your favorite Billie Eilish song? Just because I'm very interested in that.
The one where she screams, "You make me hate,"
I love that song.
that
Happier
one.
Than Ever.
Yes. And then I do really like the Barbie one. What was I
The new
made for?
one. What was I
I feel
made
like
for?
it can
Yeah.
make me cry and I don't even relate. And I still
You
can
know
cry.
what it gives me vibes of? That song by Britney Spears, Every Time.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It's like, every time I see you in my I
Oh,
don't know. You know
mhm.
what that? It
Yes.
gives me that vibe, like
Yeah.
the sound. But yes, I love Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
So recently, there's like been all this like it's not even gossip because she kind of addressed it and admitted it, but she was kind of outed on a red carpet because they
Oh.
like yeah. So okay. So Variety magazine, she did like a spread on Variety magazine, and there was this hit makers brunch. So like she was walking the red carpet, and then they asked her about her sexuality, which
Mhm.
I guess caught her off guard, but she was just like, I guess they got her saying that she was attracted to women.
Okay.
And like it was this big deal because it's like nobody had ever she had never come out like that.
Right. And she's had
And
very public boyfriends.
yeah, she's had
Yeah.
relationships with men that we know of, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, it like took the internet by storm and everybody's like, oh my God, she's gay. But I'm just like, have you seen the way she dresses? Like,
Honestly, I never took it as her being gay. I took it as her being scared of society because she has big boobs. So like for the longest time,
like
I thought
loose clothing.
yeah, she didn't want anybody to be sexualizing her and she wanted to be taken serious for her music. I never thought the way she dresses is because she's gay.
Honestly, me either. Like, if you
Yeah.
take look at her style though, I mean, it's cool. I think it's really cool, but I'm gay. So like I'm
Right.
like, that's cool. But like if I wore it, I feel like I just look like a masculine lesbian, you know what I mean? So like
Yep.
yeah, but she pulls it off in a way that
Yes.
it's still very like girly and like sexy, you know?
And edgy. Yeah, I do like
Yes.
dresses. Well,
So
honestly, I'm happy for her that she's so did she confirm she's gay or just said that she's attracted to women?
no, so she's not gay. It's like a bisexual thing, I'm
Okay.
assuming. I don't think she says the word, but she says, I like boys and girls, leave me alone.
Okay.
Basically, like coming at Variety for outing her,
Even asking,
basically.
yeah, even asking that question is I think it's inappropriate.
It
I
is, especially
I I feel like you could go about another way and be like, "Who's your celebrity crush?" And then if they want to disclose it themselves, they can, but because you're putting them on the spot because they don't want to lie. But then that's kind of messed up.
But why is everybody always so interested in everybody's sexual preferences? Like, or only if you're gay, I guess. Only if
It is strange. And I think with age, the way I look at sexuality is definitely more like a spectrum.
Yeah.
So like I think because I've met people where they can't even have a girl crush. But I think girl celebrities are pretty, and I can think like I have girl crushes. Am I gay? Probably not. But like you're like, this is Valerie's coming out of your face.
We're gonna have to talk off camera.
But I really do think it's a spectrum.
Yeah, it's not black and white.
You could be all the way over here or all the
Mhm.
way over there, somewhere in the middle. And like you said, who cares?
Yeah. And then, okay, so in 2021, all this shit was going on where they were accusing her of queer baiting because she had a song, Lost Cause, and the video came out. And it's basically her in pajamas with all her girlfriends and like presuming like lesbianism and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But like she wasn't out of like she hadn't ever said she was bi or anything at that point. So they're like, you're just queer baiting, like you're using that lifestyle to gain traction or whatever. And so now what? Just because like she doesn't like proclaim what she is to the world, you know what I mean? So
yeah. That's interesting because I've never heard anybody say that about rappers who have a bunch of females in the back say that they're queer baiting.
or the other way, like I feel like if a gay person pretends to be straight for a video, it's not gonna no one's gonna bat an eye.
No, absolutely not.
Or like a
It's
lot of gay people write songs that are very heterosexual, you know what I mean? Like, and
I feel like Sam Smith is one of the first ones that I heard and that I noticed that he didn't change his lyrics to her. He
yeah,
wrote his love songs and he kept the word his in there. I was like, that's freaking cool.
yeah. But there's a lot of people that keep it like just so there's no like speculation and stuff like that. So nobody comes for them, you know, but
My thing always is like, where was the outrage when Billie Eilish was dating somebody that clearly groomed her? Like, why are we more interested that she is into girls than this man was
then
parading
holding
her
this,
in front of all of our eyes and we don't even bat an eye about it? Like,
holding
we're more
those people
interested
accountable.
in yeah. That's
All I
well,
know is that with this news about Billie Eilish, now I have a chance. So
now you have a what?
a chance.
A chance? How old is she, Vivian?
She's like over 21.
Oh, is she? Okay,
Okay,
I
she's
thought she
21,
was
I think.
okay. I thought she was, for some reason, maybe the way she dresses, I thought she was a lot younger.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, because that is like 12 years younger than me, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But not for anything sexual, just to be like friends.
Friends. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Just
She does
friends,
seem like
Billy.
someone that would vibe with anybody.
Just friends, Billy.
Yeah, just
I'm
friends.
cool. You can DM me.
Have you been keeping up with all the Ariana Grande drama?
No. Well, okay. So I did hear some stuff about like her husband or ex-husband now and how she all of a sudden has this new boyfriend or whatever. So because of that news, I just don't like her.
Yeah, so I was an Ariana Grande fangirl. Like that's probably the only girl or a celebrity that I probably would go nuts for if I met. I've seen her in concert twice. But yeah, so she was with her husband. They got married during COVID, which I feel like all the celebrities did. And then as soon as reality set back in, I think we go back to what we were saying earlier. Once the husbands realized that the wives had to go back to being celebrities and things, everybody got divorced.
Yeah.
So she got divorced, but the drama here was that she got with a married man. that she was shooting, I think, Wicked with. And he's
Yeah.
not to be a hater to, what do they call it? Like non-traditional looking guys, because he's weird looking.
He's a little
And he
below
played,
average looking.
yeah, and he's played SpongeBob on Broadway, I think. But anyway, so she hasn't really confirmed anything, but then they got caught with some paparazzi pictures the other night, and they look
Okay.
unwell. So now there's a bunch of rumors circulating that they're like doing drugs and stuff. And
Did they
then
give like vibes like what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, where it looks like life was sucked out of them?
kind of, yeah, they just like really, and I know we're not supposed to, she's addressed it before that she really hates when people come for her look, that she's always been really tiny, but like even the hollows of, like, you can see the hollows underneath her eyes. She definitely doesn't look like she looked 5 years ago. And I don't know if it's because she stopped fake tanning.
But I did see a picture of her like a few months ago and I didn't recognize her.
No, and then she bleaches her eyebrows now too. So it's really, she looks very different. But then she's been quoted saying that this was a really rough year because people were misunderstanding her. And it's like, girl, what is there to misunderstand? This isn't the first time that you do this.
Like, were
When
you
you
guys married or not?
right, well, and then the guy that she got with had a newborn baby.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
saw that.
messed up. And I supposedly she did the same thing to Naya Rivera and Big Sean.
I
Like
believe
she
it.
moved in on Big Sean before. And I'm not saying don't hold the men accountable because they're the ones that were in the relationship. But if you have a pattern of doing that, how are you misunderstood? What are we misunderstanding?
And God, I loved Naya Rivera, so I'm pissed
Yeah.
now that you just
Yeah.
reminded me of that.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, she's also gonna drop a new album in 2024. And I have mixed feelings because I probably will still listen to it.
I'm not a fan of her. I've never been a fan of her. I don't really like her voice.
Is it because
So
you can't understand her? That's why my mom doesn't like her.
I feel like it's
Doesn't
very airy.
understand the lyrics. Yeah. Well, she's Broadway. She's like a musical Broadway girl that barely doesn't, and also when she talks about touring and things, it doesn't seem like she likes it. Like she doesn't like being a pop star.
Yeah, I feel like she's never been all in on the singing.
Yeah. But I know I forced my mom and my dad to go with me because I bought 2 extra tickets and I couldn't sell them. And my mom and my dad at the end were like, "What was that? She doesn't dance." She was just singing. And I was like, "But she has a beautiful voice."
You guys are all just there.
I was having fun. I was dancing. Connor, my mom and dad were just sitting down the whole time.
And like, is she still with that ponytail?
Yeah, she still comes out with that ponytail.
Me, who never changes her hair, is judging.
You're judging Ariana Grande.
And I have the same ponytail.
Supposedly she has to do that because all of her hair is broken from when she did a Nickelodeon show or something.
When she
And
would dye it red.
Yeah, they used to make her dye it red like once a week or something like that. I don't know. You know what else kind of gave me the ick about her is, did you ever read Sam McCurdy's book? Am I messing up her name?
Oh, yes, her co-star, right? I've heard a lot of clips on TikTok.
That's a really good book. And it's not Sam McCurdy. I do not remember her name.
It's because her name was Sam in the show.
Yeah. I think it's
Jeanette or something. Yeah.
Jeanette McCurdy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good book. It's really sad, but she does the audible for it. So she tells it in her own voice. And it's really good. What gave me the ick is that so many people came out about Dan Schneider and Ariana Grande didn't say anything. That grosses me out. Like that kind of tells me that you're not that good of a person if you're not supporting people that were abused.
Stop where her money's coming from.
Exactly. So that was one of the first times I got the ick, and then the SpongeBob thing I just can't be a loud and proud Ariana Grande fan anymore.
just coming back to her name's Jeanette, right? Her book.
Yes.
It's so sad just to know like all the sacrifice like you can be in the same platform as somebody who's had a much easier route to where you are, and then all the shit this chick had to do just to be in the same like sentence with Ariana, you know? And it's just like that's so sad.
Would yeah, I think also Jeanette didn't have anybody looking out for her, right? So she didn't have anybody making sure she was getting good deals and getting good stuff because the mom
It
was
was
the most
just
abusive mom I've ever heard of in my life was her. Listening to
and
that story listening to her book broke my heart because you would think that moms aren't capable of stuff like that, but oh, that's a good listen and a good read. I would recommend it.
yeah, because she was providing for her whole household at a freaking young age.
Yep. Yeah.
But
The title of that book is wild. That's what made you think that's what I was like, I'm gonna read that because that's
yeah,
bold name a book. I'm glad my mom died.
okay. My computer's like on low battery now, so
So we gotta wrap this up.
yeah.
That was all the stories though, right? We
Oh,
got
was
through
it?
stories.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
We got
thought we
through
had like
those.
one more or something.
I think you took one of them out so that you can do a sports episode.
Yes, I
Right?
do have some sports takes.
That was fun. I liked that. I like that we keep up with different celebrities. So I'm
Yeah,
tuned in all the gossip now.
like neither of us had the same like people on our list. But yes, so I do want to do like an episode of Gypsy Rose with you though. Maybe we
Yes,
can
that would be cool.
do like
Let's
a
do that.
deep dive with her on her
Yes.
story because
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm excited. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day with busy family visiting you and
It's
you
okay.
know.
I told them since I got here, I was like, I have plans on Sunday to record with Vivian. So
Yeah. Well, okay. So, well, guys, until next time, we're going to be doing like a bunch of mini episodes like this where we just tackle different topics. So, hopefully you guys can keep up with all our little segments.
and also send it if you guys want us to talk about anything specific. Send us requests.
Yes, we're gonna soon, I hope, do like a conspiracy episode,
Yes.
and things of that nature. So please keep in touch with us on our Instagram at the Prima Tapes. We also are trying to upload on TikTok, and hopefully we can hear from you guys soon.
Yes. All right. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.